Spring decorating usually means pastels, florals, and bright pops of color. But this year, I'm doing something different. I am leaning into the black and white and the soft greens. And today I am super excited to show you why. Hello everyone, I am Deborah. Welcome to my channel. What's Deborah doing now? I think you guys, as we get older, we become more comfortable and confident in what we like. Is probably all having to do with life experience. And that also transcends into our home and our decorating choices that we make. We're no longer decorating for trends or decorating to impress anyone. We're decorating for what makes us feel good in our own space. So this spring, I wanted to do something completely different. If you've been following me, you know what my style aesthetic is. It's more of the earth tones, the neutrals. Look behind me, you guys, and you can tell what my style is. So this is my foundation. But this spring, you guys, I wanted to do something still calm, still grounded, but I wanted to do spring elevated. And that's why I chose to do this black, white, and green. Black may not be the first color you think of for spring, but for me, it anchors the space. It adds contrast, and it makes the green feel even fresher. Spring doesn't always have to be soft and pastel. It can be crisp, clean, and intentional. White keeps everything feeling light and airy. Just like spring, it reflects the natural light and it gives that fresh start feeling we all love this time of year. And what about this soft green? This is my nod to the season. It brings life into the room without overwhelming it. It feels organic, calm, yet sophisticated. And I was inspired, like a lot of us are when we start our decorating journey. And this spring, I was inspired by this pillow cover. And I actually purchased this August of last year with the thought that I was going to use it in my Christmas decor. And I went in a totally different direction. So I had stored this away. And when I, was packing things away, I came across this and it's like light bulb went off and it's like, this is going to be spring for me 2026. And I started curating the other things that I showed you at the beginning and that I also share with you throughout this video. And you guys, oh my gosh, I am telling you, this is actually going to be so stunning. I'm going to use these things in the family room that I'm standing in and also in the kitchen, which is in front of me off camera for you. So let me know in the comments if you ever wanted to go in a completely different direction with your decor, but you were just afraid to, or you just didn't know where to start. Because I think that's what happens to a lot of us. We are so accustomed to going in a certain direction, and then we see something and we like, you know what? I think I would like to incorporate that into my decor, but I just, I'm not used to it. I'm not accustomed to it. I don't know where to start. And it may be, something that is going to be a complete fail. And then you don't venture down that path. But I'm here to tell you, you guys, if black and white, which is again, is completely out of my norm, if that is what makes you happy, and when you start to gravitate towards something, you get a certain feeling about you, and so if it makes you happy, black and white for spring, then do your black and white for spring. If you are more accustomed to the neutral and the moody tones in your space, and that's what makes you feel good every time you walk into the room, then that's what you lean into. I'm here today to inspire you to think out of the box, okay? If you are not accustomed to doing that. And again, I am so excited for going down this path today. So enough talk, you guys. Let's get right into some of the things that I purchased and the design direction that I'm gonna go into. And also, if you are enjoying this video, and if you enjoy what I'm bringing you here on this channel, please do remember to give this video a like, and also please do subscribe to my channel. So let's get started. All right, everyone. So for this council table, this area is really going to make a statement. All right. So what I've done is I have taken a frame that I have, okay, and I took the picture out and I bought a, what is this? This is like a little cardboard that I purchased from Michael's. Solid black. I think it's a matte actually, but solid black. And I'm going to put this in this frame. Okay, stay with me. So I'm going to put that here. All right. And then I am going to take this beautiful floral. And sit this in front of it. You guys, look at that. Isn't that absolutely stunning? I absolutely love that. And this black, it kind of gives this picture additional layer and importance. Oh my God, guys. And so what I'm going to do is I have a few other pieces that I am going to decorate around it. Not too much, just enough to complement the beauty and the statement that this makes. And also, before I forget, I purchased things from so many different places. I purchased things, and I have some things still here in my home, so I went shopping in my home as well. But I purchased some things from Amazon. I've got some things from Michael's, things from Temu. Let me see, brick and mortar stores. I went to Burlington, Ross's, and Marshall. So that's the majority of the places that I went to curate all of these things. And where I can, I will source them in the description. So for some additional prints that I purchased, and I do believe I got all of these off of Amazon. I've got this, okay, still got the plastic on it. But as you can see, it's got the greens in it and the soft whites, reminiscent of spring. And this is black and white. It's more of a sketch look, but I loved it because it's definitely in theme. And then I have a book, Black and White Elements of Style. And this is how I intend on styling some of the pillow covers that I purchased. I have my side chair here. And of course, I've got the black and white buffalo print. And then I'm gonna pair it with this green. Absolutely stunning. And I'm probably gonna repeat the same thing on the opposite side of the room where I have the sofa. Okay, and for some additional linen that I have, I've got some black and white dish towels. Absolutely love this. It's gonna be beautiful in the kitchen, and they're really big, soft, and absorbent. So I love these. I've got a table runner. I'll probably use this on this table right here in front of us. I also have a tablecloth too, to go over this table right here. So I've got that in black. Okay, we got this here. And I've got some additional pillow covers in black. And then I've got some throws. I've got a solid black throw, this olive green, and then I've got a check, black and white. Okay, let me show you some of the bowls and the containers and vases that I have. So here are a few more of the decor pieces that I may use in different spaces in my family room as well as the kitchen. I've got this basket. If you've been following me, you've probably seen me use this many, many times before in my decor. I use it for fall and winter. Absolutely love this. And also, I have styled this as well this year, spring centerpieces. So as a matter of fact, let me show you one right now. And here are a few more pieces. This is another bowl that I got. I think I got this one from Burlington as well. And some more vessels, black and white. Absolutely love these. They make a statement all by themselves. But I do believe I sourced this from Temu, along with some coasters, black and white. I have this little dish here that also makes such a beautiful statement. You can display it by itself, or you can put something on it, something as simple as a candle wick. It's a beautiful contrast between the black and white and that gold. I've got some candlesticks here that would pair well with everything, as well as you can see some black. And these bowls over here, absolutely love these, you guys. And I got these from a thrift store. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, I've got my go-to vessels that I've had for a couple seasons. And these battery operated lamps. That nice soft green with the gold base. And I also have a couple more things that I want to share with you. I've got a small white vase. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the shape of that. And once again, it can stand by itself or with some beautiful, simple stems for the season. I have another, I think this is black and white. Another black and white. And this has a little lid. Like that. Love that. And then I also have this Lazy Susan. And I've already styled this as well in one of my spring centerpieces. Okay, now for some stem ideas. So I've got these hydrangeas. Now, I love the color and I love the touch of pink in it. Up close, they do look a little fakey, but they definitely do make a statement, and contrast it with this black, you guys, absolutely stunning is that. Isn't that beautiful? Absolutely love that. So I will, as a matter of fact, I do believe I got these from Temu, but I will also see if I can find some alternatives that look more realistic, sourced from another store like a Hobby Lobby or a Michael. So we got this. I've got just some solid green. Once again, it reminds me of spring, where things have gone from the budding right into that nice green. Absolutely love that. It looks stunning up against this black and this white. I've got these stems. And this speaks to spring is springing, you know. Isn't that gorgeous? I love that. And then we have, oh, I got my artichokes here. Absolutely beautiful. And I've already styled these as well in a centerpiece. And then we've got a magnolia leaf. Look at that. Just have to spread it and fluff it out a little bit, but isn't that Beautiful. And this comes with three stems in this box. So this is definitely going to make a beautiful statement as well. Look at that. All right, everyone. That's it for today. I hope what I showed you today did in fact inspire you to think out of the box. And if you see something that just speaks to you and you're not sure whether or not it's the right direction, take that plunge, okay? Because like I said, that's exactly what I did with everything that I've shown you here today. I have never done black and white before. Again, it's always the neutral colors for me, but this spoke to me, it's speaking to me now. You guys, look at this. This is absolutely going to be stunning, and it's all because I trusted my instincts, okay? This is why we are here. And again, I hope I did in fact inspire you. So coming up next, make sure you turn on this notification because the next segment is going to be me decorating with these beautiful things where we are going to demonstrate that spring, okay, can be elevated using black, white, and green. And I want to thank you all very much for being here. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel and you love how it feels to be here, you guys, please remember to hit that subscribe button below so that together we can continue creating spaces that we just want to live in. All right, guys, continue to make it a great day, and I'll see you all right here real soon.